This is a hunting trip I went on with a young friend of mine, Ian Benedici. This is the first time he sees the bear. It's right behind him there right now, so he's a little bit shaky. This was the first time he'd actually been out bear hunting and seen a bear. And what we're sitting in right now is basically a pup tent ground blind, and what you can see behind me is a camouflage screen. So basically we can see out of this tent, but the bear can't see in. And if you look up at the top of the screen, you can see the bear starting to make its way in. He was walking around in a blueberry patch, picking off blueberries last fall. The blueberry season was very plentiful. The bait was out in front of us, and so Ian decided that he wanted to stare facing the bait. I decided to stare facing behind the bait. We agreed that the bear was a little bit too small to harvest, so we just watched this guy and got a little bit of video on him. It was still pretty exciting. The bear's behind us right now, and it's very typical for the fall bears to go into these blueberry patches and just munch down on blueberries. You'll see a video a little bit later on in this DVD with the same sort of thing happening. We run into a bear in a berry patch, and it's just chowing down on berries. This one here was only about 135 pounds, so we decided to let him go right when we saw him, but it was still real fun to watch him. Now, the bear was getting a little bit close for my comfort, so I decided to grab the shotgun. At this point, he was probably about 5 yards away from the tent. He ended up coming around my side of the tent and actually sticking his nose right on the edge of the tent, like basically the only thing separating my shoulder from the bear's nose was a thin nylon tent. It was pretty exciting, we'll say that much. And when he did shove his nose through the tent, obviously he smelled me and took off running behind the tent. I scared Ian just a little bit, but it was still very fun hunt. Okay, and now that we've gone through Ian's 2004 bear hunt, I'm going to bring you to Greg's 2003 bear hunt with us. So what we're looking at right now is a conversation between a guide and a hunter about a bear that Greg's just shot. They're trying to figure out exactly where it went down based on what they both saw. And in a minute, we're going to watch the hunt, and I'm going to run you through some general information about the Ivanhoe River Inn, hunting from the main base, and talk to you a little bit about what this bear is doing out here. So what happened was, the three of us, myself, Greg, and the guide, drove up and baited some sites, and on the way back from one of the sites that we baited, we ran across this bear cruising out in the middle of the berry patch. He's walking around picking berries. I'll show you in a minute what kind of berries he's picking off the ground. And over the last couple of years, I ended up getting one last year, actually on the other side of the road, same area within 500 yards, and we've had other guests shoot bears in the same sort of area, same sort of conditions, just driving up to check the baits and run into a bear out in the middle of the berry patch. I'll take a peek at those blueberries there now. So what you're looking at right now is probably just about like what the bear is seeing when he looks into the berry patch. It's like a kid when he goes into the candy store out here. It's really excellent in these cutover areas. This particular cutover is probably 5 to 6 years old, maybe even 10 years old. That's what he's eating. That's why it's so good in here. Yeah, I ate just a couple. It's true. And in a minute, we're going to get back to the bear hunt. You can see what happens. We're back. So this is, what the bear was just looking at. He's out there. He's eating these blueberries. He's happy. We were lucky, actually. When we came in, we were downwind from this bear right off the bat. And Greg was able to get himself within about 200 yards of this bear and find a nice lean-to to rest his rifle on. And soon enough, the bear comes within Greg's scope. So we're up on a hill in the truck, so we've got a really clear vantage point of this bear. But we're probably 600 yards away. Greg's downhill from the bear, and he's got all this brush on the screen right in front of him. He's down in the log pile on the bottom left, and so he's waiting there. He's not got a shot quite yet. I lost the bear. Oh, I see him there. I see him there again. Walking in. Still sitting there.
We had perfect conditions for this hunt. We came up over the side of the hill. We spotted this bear at about 700 yards away with the truck, so we stopped nice and early. Bears don't have very good long-distance eyesight, so he couldn't see us. The wind was blowing in our favor. Everything was perfect. And little does this bear know it, but he's just about to walk in front of Greg's rifle scope.
Going pretty fucking fast.
Shoot again, Greg.
See him on top there?
Yep.
He's gone down. He might have hit him.
I don't think he would have shot if he didn't hit him.
Okay, jump in.
Okay. There's our killer for the day.
And here is my dead bear.
Everywhere on the log, eh? That was too easy, man. Just walked right up to where you shot it. You get that nice hole in the side of him too, eh?
Here's the dead bear.
Just like it's too easy, eh? Ride that bastard here. I'll take some pictures of you in a second here.
This paw. Big paw.
Wow. Excellent shot. Oh, so scrumptious. Everywhere. This whole area, all loaded. Everywhere out here. Big agricultural berry farm. That's not too bad, eh? Second day of hunting, Greg.
There's a tree I shot him at. He doesn't run 40 yards.
Are we looking for blood or are we just walking?
I'm just kind of walking.
There's the brush pile right behind you there, eh, Greg? There's that brush pile back there where you shot it at.
There's
There's the pile.
There's that big white birch right there. The one all by itself. Dude, this way about 30, 40 yards of that.
Which way are you talking?
See this big birch tree right here?
Okay. Load on the log. Good. You stick your finger in there so they see how big it is? Stick your finger in there so we see how big it is.
That's right.
It was an extremely warm day that day, so we decided to immediately gut out the bear rather than bringing him back to the base and gutting him out. So if you're with a guide, the guide will help you do this. If you're out by yourself in a bush camp, you need to know how to do this, which is why we put it on the video for you. Basically, you open up the body cavity, then you remove all the innards, you drain the blood afterwards, and then you pull them out of the bush. Gutting a bear is the exact same process as gutting a moose or gutting a deer for that matter. So if you've done lots of deer and you are planning to do a fly-in hunt, you shouldn't have a problem gutting out your bear, field dressing them.
I got broken for you.
The blood's all out?
It's pretty good. Well,
Okay, I gotta go, man. There's somebody waiting for this.
We tried to put 2 logs, one across both sets of feet, one across the rear, one across the front, but we just found that the bear was too big. It just was unmanageable. And we found that our best solution to pull this bear out of the bush on that day was to take one long log and run it right through the center and then tie all 4 feet to the same beam, and then all 4 of us would lift that center beam.
Hey, Joel. What's supposed to... Okay, it's rolling, yeah.
Ready? Tell me you're ready. Ready, Kev? Here we go. Right up, right up. Yeah, keep going straight. Keep going. No, keep going straight, guys. Keep going, keep going. Okay, now up, now up. And back.
Want to keep this log as a momentum?
Fire away. Get rid of that one as soon as possible.
Fucking 6.5 inches.
And then up and down, what is it?
Seven and a half. Pretty near 8. 7
bad, eh?
70, 90 inches. 7 feet, 2, 4, 6, 7'6".
7.5.
7.5 feet.
What about on the head? What's come to on the
I
head?
wanted to get between the ears.
Okay.
From ear to ear, 15 inches. Inside, 11 inches.
So I think I saw the one that gave this guy a rough time in 2004, but I never did get a shot at him.
The eye is cool.
Let's see that ear real quick. What am I looking at the eye? It's all banged up, eh, from another bear.
Scratch out his nose.
Look at his ear, though. Pull up his ear. That's the coolest.
Holes right through it. 4 or 5 holes right through it. Get right home.
Here's a couple pictures of Greg's hunt, and in a minute, I'm going to take you to my 2004 bear that I harvested on the other side of the road.
Way across.
Yeah.
On the side of the hill?
Right next to the big 3 birch trees.
You can't shoot from here. You nuts or what?
No, I'd never hit him from here. I'd have to stalk in there.
Wow, is he ever a big one?
It's a big bear, I agree.
Well, he's looking.
Ontario is divided up into bear management areas, BMAs for short. Each non-resident bear hunter must go through an outfitter, and each outfitter must use the particular BMAs assigned to him. Bear management areas are to be managed with sustainability of the bear population in mind by each particular outfitter. From the main lodge, we offer several BMAs, and we're currently using Area A. Area A BMA is 145 square kilometer of land.
He's coming out behind the, he's coming out behind the poplar there.
He's above.
You better pull the keys out. What? Oh, yeah. He sees us. You think so? If I can. I'm gonna go try to get this bear.
Yeah, but give him. He doesn't know we're here.
No, he doesn't.
So. That's probably the one you seen yesterday.
I don't think so. This one looks smaller, man.
He's lower profile. is what
Lower
you're
to the
saying?
ground, much lower to the ground. That other one was like a moose, man.
Now he's
Right.
sitting there.
Right behind the bush.
Yeah, he's sitting there feeding.
Yep.
like he's 400 yards.
At least, and he's probably 200 yards away from your bait.
He's close enough.
Real close. Well, your bait is just up on the top of the hill,
Yeah, but
right up the edge of the trees.
well, you're gonna have to make up your mind what you're gonna want to do.
Okay, well, what's the game plan, Graham? Which way am I going to go in at this bear? The way that the wind's blowing, I can't take the road. I can't go up the roadway.
We can't.
I'm gonna have to go in behind
him.
him.
If he comes in the gully, you know where he's headed for right now? No, he's turned there again. But if he would have kept going, there's a big gully, and you could have went right up the road path after him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you would have to. You know what the best bet would be?
No.
Is to go up to the top of the ridge here, on top of this hill.
Okay.
Get on the other side of the hill.
Yeah.
And then go down as far as you can, but keep an eye on him.
Right.
You know? Just stay on the edge of the hill.
Okay.
And then walk the hill. He's never, ever, the only thing would happen is if you break a big branch or something, then he might hear you and start running. But
If you get a set of walkie-talkies,
you don't have him.
not honest,
But
eh?
it wouldn't be a wise idea to use
I-
him. See, he's working his way down.
He's working his way
coming down.
towards us.
Exactly. He might, I don't know if he's winded. He hasn't lifted his head up to, you know.
You still see him?
Yeah, I see. He's behind. There he comes. There he's coming down. He's still coming down the hill.
Oh yeah,
You know?
I see him there.
You see him now?
Yep, right
See,
in front of the triple.
He has come down at least.
20 yards. He's
At-
gonna walk right to us. I'll tell you what, Graham. You want to be the video man, and I'll go up on top of the hill and see if I can't do something for him.
Well, if you're going to do that, there's
What's
no
the game?
use.
What's the game plan? What do you want me to
Listen.
do?
If you're going to do that, there's no use taking a 200-yard shot.
Right.
So if he's, you know, if
80
he-
yards max.
If he's happy what he's doing and he's working his way this way, leave him come to us as much as he can.
hmm
Because
But you still think I should take the back route? Take the back route in behind the hill and see if I can't get up on the other side of the ridge and take a shot.
If you get up on the ridge and you get in behind him and he keeps working this way, well,
It's going to be right on.
you'll even be able to stalk him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, Graham. Well, let's do it then. You're going to be the video cameraman. I'm going to get set up in my orange, and
Now, yeah, he doesn't have any idea. He's got I'd say he goes 400
yeah.
or pretty close to it.
Okay, Graham. I'm going to shut the camcorder off and get set up here to go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now you record. Press it again.